So, how can my son be almost 3 and I not know he have autism? Well, um, when Troy was a little baby, he was just like any other baby. He was awesome, very sweet. He was always kind of mellow, kind of laid back. I actually thought, man, I got the good baby. He's cool as a cucumber. Don't get mommy any trouble, doesn't cry. He's just chilling. Um, Everything was awesome. But when he got a little older, about 3, 4 months old, he just, I had one of those exer saucers. I used to put him in there, and he was chilling. He was over there playing with his stuff. It just seemed kind of cool. And didn't really think much of it. I just kind of thought, chip off the old block. I like to play by myself when I was a kid. He's just chilling. Um, then he got a little bit older, got into the cruiser stage when he was moving about the house. Very active. Most babies should be very active. Still no red flags. Did notice he did spend a lot of time by himself. He was very intense and very, and focused on playing with the little toys that he was playing with. Didn't really think much of it. There were some little things that seemed a little weird. He did seem a little disinterested with certain little, when I would try to interact with them. But I didn't really think much of it. I just thought he had other things he wanted to do. It didn't really alarm me. And he seemed to be doing fine. I remember I would put him in my lap and try to read books to him. He would slam the books closed, which was a little bizarre. I said, well, maybe books just isn't his thing. I just didn't really know. Didn't realize that these were big red flags. But if you don't know anything about autism, of course, you don't know those are red flags. You just kind of think, well, this is my child, and every child is different. Um, when he became around 12 months old, he finally said his first words. He'd been doing some babbling, it seemed to me. And then one day he came home when right around a year old and came home and he sang the ABCs from start to finish. It was quite shocking. Um, I was like, wow, do I have a whiz kid on my hands? Had no idea it was a huge red flag showing that my son had autism. Just didn't know. My mom, she had noticed right around that time. She was like, you know what? He doesn't answer to his name. I think he might not be able to hear. He might be deaf. He might need to get his hearing tested. And we just we started. We didn't really think much of it. It was some little things that were a little weird. He went ahead and walked around the same time he should have. It wasn't until he got about to be 18 months that's when we started getting concerned because he was talking, but it was not really a lot of words. It was slowly dragging out. It was just really not coming together like it should have. It was, usually around that age, the kids, they start, the vocabulary, the talking starts to kind of pick up speed, and that was not happening. That's when we got worried. Close to age 2, we went ahead and got his hearing tested because we thought, oh my goodness, he might be deaf. Um, and we discovered that he could hear perfectly well. So we were about to charge right into the speech therapist to see why is he not talking? Um, but some more words started coming out. He said the word nose, he said the word banana. So we said, well, let's hold our horses. Let's give him a little more time. Um, by the time the summertime came around, um, I began to realize that there may be more to this story. And that's when it was around the same time when Amy spoke to me, and I kind of knew something might be wrong. I just kind of thought maybe it was something a little minor, just nothing really big. Didn't realize just how deep that iceberg